Welcome to Engage Math, Lesson 24, Problem 3. We're going to start by simplifying the square root of 75 over 3 to the square root of 25, because 75 divided by 3 is 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. All right, this next problem, I'm going to look at it the way we've looked at our rules with exponents. It's really going to be 3 to the 1 times 2 power, which is 3 to the second, and then the square root of 2 is also going to be raised to the second power. So when you think about what that becomes, 3 squared is 9, and the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is the square root of 4, which we know is just 2. So our final answer is 18, 9 times 2. All right, C, we're going to take the square root of 4, which is 2, and the square root of 9, which is 3, and we get 2/3. For D, because we have the square root of something squared, we could do it the long way. We could say, oh, it's 64w to the 8th, and then we can take the square root of 64, which is 8, and the square root of w to the 8th, which is w to the 4th, because w to the 4th times w to the 4th gives us w to the 8th. So our answer is 8w to the 4th, but at the beginning, you may have seen that since you're squaring the square root of something, we just get that to pop right out of the radical and get 8w to the 4th. All right, let's look at E. We can divide the 24 over 3 because they're both in a radical with an index of 2, a square root. So we just have 3 square root of 8. But we can simplify the square root of 8 because it's really the square root of 8 we could write as the square root of 4 times the square root of 2, and this 3 is still here, so we're going to rewrite that, but the square root of 4 becomes a 2, and then the other square root of 2 is still in there. So what we have is 6 times the square root of 2 as our final answer for E. All right, so now we have a light bulb problem. I'm going to start in F by multiplying the two radicals together, which we can do because they both have an index of 2. Even though it's not written, they have the same index is the most important thing that we need in order to multiply them together. So we're going to get 40, x to the 4th, y to the 5th, and then the square root of 40. I'm going to do what we did before in the last problem where we had the square root of 4 times the square root of 2. This time we have the square root of 4 times the square root of 10 because that gives us 40. But we know the square root of 4 is 2. So I'm going to write it as 2. I'm going to leave a little space for our variables. The 10 stays in the radical. That takes care of the 40. The square root of x to the 4th is x squared because x squared times x squared is x to the 4th. We can't take the y to the 5th out completely, but we can take out a y to the 4th, which becomes the square root of that is y squared, but then we still have a y to the 1st left over inside. So our final answer is going to be 2x squared y squared times the square root of 10y. Thanks for joining us here today at Engage Math.